All right, to everyone that is watching or listening, let's get our singing voices ready. All right, ready? In 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, you're doing
Happy birthday to you.
Oh my god.
Happy birthday, dear Kelvin. Woo. Happy birthday to you. Episode 51 drops on Kelvin's birthday. Woo. Do you feel wiser?
No, yeah, I might. I might when it drops.
All right, how you feeling now? Hey man, it's
Thank you. Yeah,
there you go.
thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
There you
Appreciate
go.
it. Thank
Yeah, your gift might come late. So here, imaginary gift, whatever you think it is.
The big 3-2. Fuck.
What?
32 now.
Oh,
I know.
that's whatever.
Damn, fuck.
It's cool.
I have no house. I have no kid.
You want a kid now?
Hell no. Nah, I'm
Then
good.
what?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I don't have a house kid. What else? I don't have two. Oh, I have 2 dogs actually.
There you
I
go.
have 2 dogs.
You have a cat.
I'm a cat now. I'm not going to Hawaii.
You're in fairly good health. We're monitoring it right now.
We're trying.
It's you know.
Did you know like the days since incident thing?
Yeah, exactly. It's on a tightrope right now.
41
Yeah.
days since incident.
You're that French guy who balanced, who walked.
Oh, I saw that on the road. That was crazy. That was like what? He says 12,000 steps. It's like 3 kilometers, right? It's Italy to Sicily, right?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. So there you go.
Did he fall once? No, right?
No. What the if
fuck?
he fall, he dies.
No, he has the harness thing.
No.
Yeah, it does.
No, I'm talking about the French guy that did the tightrope walk across the World Trade Center.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No, yesterday or last week, Redbull did a thing where.
I don't know this.
It was like the end of Italy.
Yeah.
And then there's a big English channel or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the next island is Sicily, right?
Okay.
So they did a tightrope all the way across.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was hella long, and then this dude walked over it.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was like 30 miles. That's a lot, dude.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Anyways.
That's wild. Anyways, what's good, everybody? This is episode 51 of Short Kings Talk. Make sure you drop a comment, message, or whatever saying happy birthday to Kelvin. Yeah, so today, because, we're on the fly here, we're just going to talk about, fake-ass people. That's what we're... I think this is a good thing.
Vegetarians.
You think they're fake?
Vegetarians?
Vegetarians? You think they're fake?
Only if they eat Macs.
What? I thought... No, Mac... What's a Mac?
I don't know. That's why it's fake.
We're still trying to figure out what a vegetarian Mac is. No, so basically...
Oh, shit. You know what? I'm nearly over 4 decades old now.
No, 3 decades.
3? Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, nearly.
No, I'm not nearly. I am over 3 decades.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm I'm over nearly 4 decades.
Over nearly 4 decades.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, no, actually, your situation makes sense. Over nearly
4 decades, right?
4 decades. Yeah.
It's like how Asian moms wake you up. It's like, oh, it's 8 o'clock. It's like fucking 6:50.
Oh my god, dude. You're putting me back, man.
Why? It's a whole hour.
I get it though.
Yeah, I get it too.
Kids take forever to get ready.
Yeah, but they do it like a handful of times, and then you already anticipate that they're bullshitting you.
Yeah.
So you go.
Have you seen this is like totally off the rails. Have you seen that video of like the sleeping kid test? Like your kid's sleeping. You say out like your kid's sleeping if you raise their hand and stays up.
Yeah, they're just like this.
Dude, has your mom ever gotten you on like fake sleeping?
Oh yeah,
dude, all the time. Like
how the DS under the. I'm just like.
No, my mom would just go, "I know you're not sleeping yet." I'm like, how the hell? Because like my eyes are closed. Yeah. I'm not doing anything.
Because your breathing's probably different.
Yeah, probably. Like, I'm not snoring or something.
Yeah, all hella tense and shit.
Parents just know.
Yeah.
Messed up, mom.
Yeah.
Anyways, fake people, fake ass people. As annoying as they are. I think it's like super funny to dissect, or you can kind of see through the facade, right? So I think right now, like, let's just kind of list any like either situations or people that we've encountered that are basically like a fake friend or a fake whatever, right? Because basically someone who's like fake, they're kind of just lying to themselves,
Yeah.
right? But then it's weird. It's not like, do you feel betrayed like when you find someone that's fake? It depends.
For me, well, for you, I'm gonna assume that when you meet someone, right, you assume their intentions are good until you're proven like, oh, they're a piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
For me, it's different.
Okay.
So it's more like I assume everyone's a piece of shit until they prove to me otherwise.
Why?
That's because it's safer that way.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's what? Pessimism, right?
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a pessimist. Yeah.
Why?
So like, yeah, because like everyone's a piece of shit. Yeah.
But what if you just assume that they're just
I guess neutral.
The dopest
neutral. Like, you know, they're
no. I think you're like neutral, but like
a little bit on the other side.
A little bit like this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I think since we're both fitness professionals, I think the gym is like an excellent example of people faking it. Like whether, like you hear the OG like, oh, like I used to lift 500 pounds. Obviously not.
I had a client that told me he was like, oh yeah, I used to lift 1,000. I used to squat 1,000 pounds. I was like, oh yeah, but you know they're full. But I think it's just ignorance,
right?
For a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
They actually like maybe their trainers back in the day told them they squatted 1,000 pounds. You know, or they're doing like I don't know.
I guess
I'm gonna assume that they're just ignorant.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest, like I wouldn't say it's being fake. It's more like lying to yourself when like you think you're too beast in the gym.
Yeah.
That's more just lying to yourself. I'm trying to think of like what's some like fake behavior in the gym, right? I think just like claiming natty when you're not.
Oh yeah.
I don't get why that's a thing.
It's illegal, right?
Is that really like the biggest thing?
Well, back in the day, like even 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
People lost sponsorships over.
Yeah.
CrossFit
Lance
athletes.
Armstrong.
Not even like the smaller people, like CrossFitters lost. You know, like any supplement companies, right? So I understand it then, but nowadays everyone's so open about usage. You know, like you know, it's like Mr. Olympias are coming out saying like obviously like
exactly. Right? Like in the fitness world, it's so prevalent.
It is.
Yeah,
and
it's so common.
Yeah, you can
you can literally get it from anyone. If you know someone's roiding, you can just go to them like, yo, like what's your second? Like what's your connect or whatever. You can just ask.
Yeah.
Right. But then I don't get why
a lot of people just do it because they're able to sell their shitty workout program, or there's like some monetary aspect to it.
I guess so, but I know that celebrities, when they have to prep for
like
a certain
a movie,
because they have a short window, like 6 months to a year, just to get in this like peak shape for the movie. They have to do roids. Which is fine.
And again, they're all doctor prescribed shit.
You know, again, we're not like advocating or anything, and I always say like just follow the instructions. Like whatever
your own body, do what the fuck you want.
Whatever the instructions is, just follow that. Don't like double up just because you can handle it. So there's that too. What about fake friends? You ever encounter fake friends? I'm trying. So what's your situation since you're so negative?
Dude, I'm not negative, dude. I'm just real, man.
I don't know.
I just feel like everyone, rightfully so, are most people are more concerned about their own, you know, self-preservation, right? So meaning like, you know, everyone's out for themselves, right? First, and then once you're good, and then you start taking care of other people, right? But so I've heard Filipinos are the opposite, right?
What?
Where you guys would take care of other people first, and then even though you're like lacking a little bit on your own, you're like, let's go, like, you know, we'll give first, right?
Like that's why it's such a Filipino thing. Like no one takes the last piece of whatever on the plate. Like it's just there.
So now that I'm predominantly hanging out with you fucking Filipinos, right? Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying.
It's cool. Welcome to the
club. So like that's new for me because I never used to hang out with Filipinos before, right? So like it's everything was very transactional. It was like an eye for an eye, or like, you know, there's not a lot of like excessive giving, right? But then I started hanging out with more Filipino people, and then you guys are a lot more giving. It's more generous and just like nicer. Yes.
Exactly. Optimistic, you know,
darker.
That's fine.
No, that's cool. Yeah, so that's a little bit of a mindset shift for me versus you know, hang out with other Asians that are like, you know, Koreans and Chinese people are very cutthroat.
Right. So what, like, without dropping like names or any specific like details, like what are your experiences with like, I guess, fake encounters, fake friends, or whatever?
You know what, it's just like it's not even that big of a deal. It's just like for me, it's not like they like backstab me, I guess. But it's more like, you know, they don't tell me the full
detail.
truth.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to think of a situation because I know I encountered something like this.
But then it's not really it's such a small thing, right?
Yeah.
Where I think we've talked about this before in our Friends episode, right? It's more of an insult to my intelligence that they think they can pull it off, right? It's more disrespectful. It's not the little white lie they told me.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like, it's a thought that they thought they could pull one over me.
Okay. Do you ever have this kind of feeling? Do you ever hang out with a certain person and then you just get this idea that they just don't fuck with you?
Yeah.
Dude, I know of one person that like
body language is so obvious,
there's
man.
something about this.
Body language is so obvious.
Yeah. But okay, I'm just gonna say this. Like, I don't do yay at all.
Yeah.
And I'll never will. But this person always like skips over me. Like obviously, like people like me, they always ask like, "Oh, you want to bump?" Nah, it's good. Like,
it's asking, right?
Yeah. It's like, you know, I get the gesture. Like, you know, you like me, you want to share your drugs or whatever. Like, cool. Like,
it's just right over.
It's like Sid doesn't want any. Like, I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm like, I know I don't, but then it's just how she does it. Oh shit! I dropped the joke. Dang it! It's okay. I tried my best to keep it ambiguous. It's fine, whatever. Yeah. It's not like she watches. Yeah. There's just one person. I'm just like,
No, that's definitely
I'm very
like behavioral things where people are like,
but they're just nice, just, you know, because you don't want to be negative in public in general, right? Yeah. And then since we live in Los Angeles, I feel like LA in general is just a very big bubble of the fake it to make it attitude. Have you ever encountered anything like that? People fake it. People fake it to make it, or they kind of like code switch once they move here. Like, obviously you're a transplant. Like, I'm a transplant. It's fine. But you like code switch in a way that you're just trying to be very like Hollywood.
Yeah. Like living way above their means.
Yeah. You ever encounter anyone like that?
Yeah. No. Definitely people who moved here and then they, you know, I know they can't afford their. I don't pocket watch people that much, but like there's certain things that, you know, you know they can't afford their lifestyle. You know, like they're you know, unless they're doing what we're trying to do, the little empire of cooking meth.
You down? I mean, I'm still on Breaking Bad, man.
Yeah, like, unless they're on some, you know,
just say the word
Heisenberg shit.
Rice,
you know what I mean? Like
rice and bird.
Unless they're on some shit, like you can't be affording, you know, like a high rise apartment in LA.
Besides that, I think it's like the personality shift that I always think it's a little bit.
Yeah, they're more genuine than now they come in there. They think about they think
they're elitist. I think it's the elitist attitude that gets me. Whereas the one thing they always promote is, you know, like, oh, like I went to like these, talk about museums, I talk about like, you know, these like art mediums, and then it's like, oh, you should check out this juice bar, it's really cool, or oh my god, I went to like this like party. They're always like braggadocious about themselves in an annoying way.
I don't want to. You know what fucking drives me nuts about some of these people are they flex their connections. Like, they flex their or clients, right? They're like, you know, they work in the field where they have clients, right? And they're like, oh, you know, you tell them something, or they're like, oh yeah, well my client does 8 figures. Like, I don't give a fuck. I do not give a shit.
My thing is like
flexing other people's accomplishments.
I think it depends on how someone shares that like network.
Why is that relevant? Why is it even relevant?
I don't know, like, because recently, like, my client just told me that he got like free VIP tickets to Head in the Clouds because he knows someone there. But then like it's the way he like conveyed. I'm like, oh, that's dope. Yeah, it's not like he's like flexing on me like, yeah, I'm tight or something.
Yeah, but that's he got the tickets, right?
Yeah.
But it'll be hella weird if like you talk to your homie and he's like, oh yeah, well my clients always gets free tickets to Head. Like, why are you flexing another man's achievement?
Oh, okay.
Why are you flexing someone else's status?
You're just like, oh, like my homie, he always gets
the weirdest. I'll drop a specific
What's that like sports box thing?
What's the first one?
The VIP, whatever.
That's
how you know I'm not. Yeah.
Like that's how you know or some shit.
That's how you know I've never been in one of those.
The suite.
Yeah, just like so flexing other people's.
Yeah, flexes. No. I'll drop a specific one. He doesn't even listen to this. This fool was like, there was that one time when I don't know for whatever reason to the Instagram gods that, some of my videos had good traction, right? So I gained like 500 people overnight.
Yeah. But I thought you also boosted those posts.
I boosted those posts. Yeah. It was like a couple $, right?
Yeah.
But that that. But I was like, I was hyped because I never did Instagram, and I still.
And it did really well.
It did well.
Yeah.
And then this fool was just like, oh well, yeah. He's like, oh, it's all right, I guess. Like, well, my friend Brian, he has 255K followers. I was like, I didn't fucking ask you that. I was just like,
it's like for my own following, I'm doing pretty decent.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I was just trolling on Instagram,
exactly,
And then I'm just like, I was hyped about it. I even, the funny thing, I didn't even tell him about it, but I think I shared a post, right?
Oh,
and then he not only did he not like it, right? Because and then he you know how people reply to the post?
Yeah.
And then he was just like, oh, like you're posting on Instagram now, and I was like, yeah, I'm like maybe trying to grow, like this shit's kind of cool, right? He's like, oh well, it's like a waste of time. Like, you don't make any money off Instagram unless you're really big. Oh, my friend has like 250. I was like, okay, why are you flexing?
Is this person typically a negative Nancy like that?
I say he's older. He's an older guy. And
so he doesn't like understand the utilization of social media.
No, he's not that. He's like 40, 41, 42. So he's like a decade older than me, right?
Okay.
We met a while ago, but it's just like he's still trying to like be one of like the cool kids, I guess, right? So he's like the
seniority attitude.
Yeah. Where he's just like, yo, I've been old. I'm alive longer than you. I know more. That kind of shit.
I hate those people. Dude, oh my god! Like,
and he's always giving life advice, and I'm like, I don't want to hear it from you because I don't want to be like you in 10 years.
I do not like those people. No. Okay, I don't think this is like a form of being fake, but I feel like this is just such a perpetual comment for me. It's where they're like, oh, wait till you're 30, like you're gonna feel like some joint pain, like it's not gonna be the same. Like wait till you're like my age, like like your strength will go down. My thing is like, the more I get to like whatever age that you say, and I'm still at this level, and then next thing you know, you're just still gonna be like,
you keep pushing the bar.
Till you're you wait till you're 40. I'm like, okay, but this is why I'm like very consistent with my health now. So I don't feel that way. It's like, oh man, like all like the aches and pains doesn't go away. I'm like, I don't know, if I just wait, it'll go away. So I don't really like that too much, like that whole seniority, like weird professional
and they always
type thing.
Like, dropping unsolicited advice. I never asked you for it,
exactly.
Just like, you'll see. Okay. Well, I guess we will.
Okay, but you never had. Well, real quick, I'll tell like one story. Like I was at this party like recently, and then this guy. It goes back to like the LA braggadocious attitude, like the elitist attitude. I was so annoyed of this guy that I wanted to leave the conversation so bad. It was just like he just kept saying like, it's like, I moved to the East Coast, like LA was a little too slow for me and stuff like that. But like I'm still LA rooted, Dodgers, Lakers. I'm like, okay. All I said was, what's up? But he just kept like talking. It's like, but like back in the day, I used to work at Staples Center, like Staples Center, not crypto. I'm like, dog, what the? And then he said something about Kobe, like, it's like, Kobe, he's a cool guy, rest in peace. But he said something like negative, like, but he's kind of an ass or something. I'm like, you can't do these like contradicting comments, man. Just like, either you love the guy or just don't mention him at all. But it's just that braggadocious attitude. I'm like, yo, it always makes me wonder. It's the same exact people who acts cool all the time, they're like, there's a baby here.
There is a baby, and we're cool with it because we're okay with kids in the gym. We don't talk shit.
I don't
people's
mind.
Kids. It's cool.
Kids, animals, kids
cry
cool. As long as you're not in the way, and it's fine.
Unless you're an adult sleeping with your bare ass foot on
a massage table,
and you don't shower, then that's not cool. Well, I'm cool with it, but someone else might not be cool.
I'm not cool with the smell.
The smell's not cool.
That's the only thing. Sorry. Anyways, like those type of like braggadocious people are the same people that constantly just act cool. That I'm always wondering, like, what do you actually act like behind, like when you're on your own? They're like those people that are just like, oh yeah, that's a vibe. It hits. Like it's dope. Like when they act like, I was like, are you naturally like that? Or do you just like do that and then you go home and then like time to start playing Overwatch or something? I don't That's a game, right? I didn't get it wrong. Okay. Whatever. Or what's the new one, like the Elden Ring or something?
Valorant.
No, there's like something ring.
Yeah, Elden Ring.
Yeah. It's like that. I was like, I'm gonna play that. But then they go outside like, oh yeah, I'll just be vibing, like just having my acai. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like, what's up with that code switch? That confuses me. Like, yo, if you're like already just cool, like it's cool, you know. This is my whole thing. Like, I don't care if someone doesn't really fuck with me because I have people like that already fuck with me that I'm just like, all right, this is fine, it's cool. Yeah, I'm still gonna be nice though.
That's like you and building muscle.
What do you mean?
You try so hard to reject it.
I do reject it,
but everything you do says otherwise.
No. Yeah. This is the whole thing. I suppress the amount of growth that can be with the compared to the intensity that I train.
Right.
But so you can see that. You can see that. You can see that. I'm not being fake.
It's still doing that.
No, I know it still is.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, yeah. But the thing is that because I limit my caloric intake every day, that it's like this. Yeah. If I added 500 calories, it would have been So I'm suppressing the growth.
But you know the
destination. Obviously, I know it is.
But you know the destination you're headed towards.
I don't want it to.
But
imagine it's like I've been training like this exact same way for 7-8 years. If I like ate 3,000 calories, I would have be the fucking guy that whatever Charles wants me to be. Yeah. Dude, our friend like is all like, dude. So you have this exact same body shape. Shows me this roided ass guy. I'm like, yo, like, what are you looking at, man? I still be wearing like this shirt's a medium, dog. Like
he's like your Supreme Kai, dude. He's like like your latent potential.
I know, dude. He's just walking around me like, yeah. And I'm just confused, like, what? Like, what's going on? I'm still doing this bodybuilding show for you, dog.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. All right, let's peel it back. Have you ever had an experience where you felt like you were being fake? I think about this sometimes.
Me being... Nah, I just don't entertain that shit. I just don't talk. I just... You know what I mean? I just ignore people. Like, when I don't fuck with them, I just ignore them.
No, like, in terms of attitude or mannerism.
Yeah, I mean, like, just for our jobs. You know what I mean? Like, some of
our jobs.
Like, from our clients, sometimes they talk about some unsavory shit.
Oh.
And you gotta have to entertain them. I mean, I try to redirect it.
I think it's funny.
But you gotta like.
But also, okay. I have I don't know how, but I have normal clients. I don't know, man. Your client pool is very interesting sometimes.
It is interesting, but I don't know. But hey,
no,
I only see one color, green.
or blue.
Blue.
Hundreds
are blue?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hundreds is a sheen of blue.
Oh, that's green.
That's how you know this fool's broke, dude. Yeah. Like
broke boy, brokey. You're broke. I know. You're broke. I am. I'm gonna turn on the AC, man.
Oh, I know.
It's hot. It's hot in Cali, bro. Yeah. It is fucking hot here.
Charles, like, let us sleep over your house and use your AC. Anyways, I think about it sometimes where. I think back then I kind of hyper analyzed like my personality. Okay. Because I was trying to mold into like what kind of person do I want to convey all the time, right? So I always think about like why do I act the way I act? Why do I have like these reactions? Like, you know, I was really trying to think about like what makes me me. Yeah. And I think about like I don't know if it's either just me being like young and like, you know, when you're young, you're still cultivating your personality, your taste in things, or is it just me like trying to like fake the funk to the point where it becomes real, right? Yeah. So for example, like, you know, high school, obviously, like, you know, I kind of wanted to be like the cool kid. I wanted to like act kind of tight and be funny, you know, which it is me, but I know that back then I was actively trying.
You're more reserved, right? Or you would like to be.
Now?
No, like back then, like you were doing like all that shit just so you have like a spotlight on you, right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like peacocking.
But if it was up to you, if there was no one else around, you wouldn't be peacocking as much.
No. Yeah. So you know, like just trying to be cool, trying to like, you know, allure like friends and whatever, just try to be tight, go to parties and just like act cool, even though I didn't really drink. Yeah. You know, I did smoke eventually. Yeah. So like there was that side of me where I just felt like, you know, like, man, like, I kind of really was a little bit fake. I know that there's one specific situation. So I had a peak popularity time in high school. We had like this little like clique.
Yeah.
Where like once like people started knowing us.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say the name because it's kind of like a racial term. I'm just gonna do it anyways. So we were called the Gooks.
Yeah.
Right. But only 2 of us were Asian. So just letting y'all know. But it stood for Group of Outstanding Kleptomaniacs because we used to shoplift just for fun. We ain't gonna talk about that. I don't do that anymore. What? I'm a wholesome human being. I'm an adult. It's good.
You're fine now because under $950, you're good. If you shoplift under $950,
yeah,
it's not a misdemeanor.
Yeah. And I think if it's under 100, they can't detain you at the mall. That's what we learned in high school.
Yeah. Oh, now it's $950. Now it's $950.
Oh, now it's higher.
Yeah. That's why all these people be like smashing windows and shit, and cops just like,
Damn. Oh, there's also like the no run, no chase policy.
Yeah, most corporations, they rather not deal with the lawsuit.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're like, yeah, we'll lose the. Have you seen the one? What's that one store in LA that sells all those like resale sneakers? Fuck, what it's called?
Riff?
I don't know, but there was a
Soul Stage.
There was a dude that was just getting like all these like super rare kicks. Just walked up, no one stopped him.
Damn,
couldn't stop him.
That's it. You want to try that one time?
No.
Okay.
Nah, I can't do that.
I'm playing. Anyways, we had like this peak popularity to the point where like. Some people would say like, "Hey, can you come to my party so I can tell like, oh, like the Gooks are gonna be there." Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I pushed out one friend just because I was so like on this high horse. I'm like, yeah, we're fucking tired. I actually pushed out a couple of friends, and at least one of them told me like, dude, man, I feel like we're not even that close. I'm like, oh shit. So it's a little bit of reality check for me, right?
Okay.
But retrospectively, I feel like doing that cultivated what I am now, you know?
Yeah.
Everything I'm not, maybe everything I am.
Yeah.
Shout out Kanye. You don't think about that stuff? You don't think about like, you know, have you ever tried to like be more impressionable or try to be cool?
This body is not me naturally.
Okay.
Right? Like if it was up to me, I wouldn't eat at all. I don't like eating. The act of eating makes me want to throw up. Yeah, so I have like dude, like
you don't like tasting like good shit.
You know that my diet is shit on the weekends. Not in the way that you think. Like people, you know how people binge eat and they cheat on the weekends?
Yeah, like drinking.
I'm the opposite. Because when I'm focused, I don't eat.
Okay.
I could wake up at like 8 and then I will look at the clock and it's like 10 p.m. and I will not have, I just drank water all day.
Really?
When I'm on like a focus block trying to work out some shit.
But you don't feel like
there's no hunger.
Really?
Yeah. So like for me, when I'm working with my coach, right, the biggest struggle is getting me to eat the same amount. Because during the week, like I'm structured, right?
Yeah.
I work. I have meals pre-packed. On the weekends, I don't meal prep.
Okay.
So that's why sometimes you see me eat like Jollibee because I'm trying to pack in the calories for that day.
I feel like you also just like it.
But it's very calorically dense.
Okay.
So for me to hit my like 38, whatever, it's easy, right?
Yeah.
Each piece is 500 calories. Yeah. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, like my weight would be pretty good. Like I'll hover. This is completely off topic. Like 218, 219, 220-ish.
Okay.
And then after the weekend, I'm back to 214 because I don't eat.
Oh.
So that's the struggle for me, like this off season, because my coach is like, you just gotta eat. But anyways,
that's a PSA to people. Like weekends, like you still
will ruin
need to,
even if you're doing the opposite, right? It's still killing your game.
You still need your diligence on the weekends.
That's the thing with me, right? To maintain my body mass, right?
But that's not being fake though.
Yeah, but I don't enjoy it. You keep saying I enjoy
fitness,
but it's more like an identity that I adopted, and it helps in my career. It helps with other
but
stuff.
Why do you want to like try so hard to get your pro card?
That's just a bucket list item.
Exactly, it's a bucket.
It's a bucket list item.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I'm all hyped about like
bodybuilding is not a bucket list item for me because I don't enjoy
this.
Yeah, it's strength this. Yes. Yeah, which I enjoy.
But I want.
I just don't enjoy the muscle gain that comes with it. That's it.
You're like the opposite of our friend who's hella into bodybuilding.
Yeah.
But you know the only path there is heavy resistance training.
Yeah.
Right. But he's not willing to do that. So
yeah,
you guys are like the opposite.
I've never felt
he wants the muscles without the work. You want the strength without the muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of fate, I'm gonna call him out, man. You haven't been on a consistent program in so long, yet you keep saying like, oh, like I'm still 175. Oh, I'm actually eating my calories. It's okay, dog. Just
fine. Life gets in the way.
Yeah, just you have a kid, you got a wife. It's fine.
You don't love it anymore. You know, like you it's okay to admire people that are doing.
Have you ever felt out of love? Okay, obviously you're training consistently now, and you say like you're not as whatever. Like, intrigued or as hyped on fitness, but have you ever actually like gone into like some gray area where like you're just done with fitness, or you went through like,
every time an injury happens, it's fucking I'm just like, I can't do shit. Like upper body was like a whole year off.
Yeah,
upper body, I was just like, what's the point anymore?
Yeah.
Like really, what's the point?
Okay.
Right? Because like we're not. I mean, I'm not getting any younger. Like I'm not like I'm gonna get the same level.
Yeah, technically,
like
when this episode comes out, you're 32.
Because people don't know me that long, right? Like for a reference, I'm actually lighter now than when I was 21. I had more muscle back when I was 21.
Because you were more invested, more diligent.
Because I was also not injured.
Yeah.
Right. I was a lot stronger when I was younger.
You probably still had like a latent teen metabolism.
Exactly.
Too.
Like when I was 21, like people think they're like, oh man, I was like, dude, like I wish I was back when I was 21.
Yeah, I wish I was
strength wise,
23 before my last bulk. Like
dude, that was peak. But then now I'm just trying to play catch up because father time always wins, right? But I guess people don't understand that. They're like, oh man, especially one of those guys here. He's like, he's always, he's nice. He's always trying to hype us up. One of the fellow trainers here.
Okay.
Right, he's always trying to hype us up. So he's just like, oh man, you're trying to, like, oh man, I see you bulking, man. I see. I was like,
okay.
Yeah, but I'm just like, if only you knew.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, that's like a fake side of us. Like we hold back like certain comments.
Like
but then it's also like a professional thing because obviously everyone has different ideology, but also you don't want to just kind of.
I kind of don't like that toxic positivity though, where we're like overly you're cheering everyone on for.
I don't either. Shit. I don't either, but at the same time, like I'm not as cool. Like obviously I'm cool with the train, but we're not as cool as like you or Charles, where I can like literally like shit on your form, right? Because if I do that to the one that blocked me, dude,
he's gonna yell at you.
Hands on deck, dude.
Yeah, you guys are gonna throw hands.
Yeah.
Or pretend to throw hands.
Yeah. I'll throw feet. I'm a Taekwondo background, man. I'll throw feet.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was gonna lead to this since we're talking about fitness. You're preparing for a bodybuilding show, right? So you have an objective in terms of like the size that you want to gain, right? So whatever it is, like whatever, like X inch arms, whatever, this, like, let me ask this: once you get there, what's next?
You do the show?
No. Like in terms of just like aside from the show, like just once you get to that physical body, what's next?
That's it. I'm not gonna maintain it.
So now your goal is to you're gonna lose the muscle.
I wouldn't lose the muscle. Absolutely.
Okay.
No.
So that's your goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just to get there. Hopefully, I win something.
Yeah.
A sword, maybe. Or two.
You should get a sword. That'd be tight.
Maybe I'll luck my way into a
Let
pro
me
card.
swing it before you put it on display, though.
If no one shows, maybe I'll get my pro card. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
And then like the stats was like someone said it on Instagram. They were like 95% of competitors, as soon as they get their pro card, their career ends. Yeah. That's the pinnacle of their career, right? But that's not the purpose of the pro card. The purpose of the pro card is to allow you to compete in professional shows. So now you're professional, right? You can go to the next level.
Right.
But for most normies, they're just like, they just want the card and they're like, I'm done. Like this lifestyle is not for me. It's not very healthy.
Isn't that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, the actual purpose of that card is to allow you to actually start the career.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I'm a casual.
You just want like the pro card just to like say that you achieved it.
Yeah, like I was able to do like being a pro fighter, right? You fight amateur and then you become a pro. A lot of people, they stop and they just start coaching people because they're like, oh, I was a pro fighter.
Because you could advertise that.
Yeah, but like people obviously go on to do much greater things as a pro, right? But it's more like
is it like that for a lot of like these fit influencers where they've always put IFBB pro?
Yeah, but then that's it. They won their pro show. They never won a pro show. They never debuted as a pro, right? They just got to that status and they retired.
Okay.
Because it's unhealthy.
Yeah. Anyways, I was gonna go back to like what's next after like achieving that like muscle physique. So you're gonna like taper down
to what's maintainable.
Like, do you want to maintain any semblance or like what?
I think like right now we'll be pushing it because it's tough for my body frame to keep all this weight on. Yeah.
Because I went through that.
It's tiring, man.
2008.
And you have like thicker bones than I do. So
you don't know that.
You do. Your wrist is like much bigger than mine.
You don't know that.
Yeah. So like your frame, it's actually, like you're suppressing it obviously, right?
Yeah.
But your frame will be more comfortable putting on more muscle, right?
It would.
Where I am like, nearly maxed out.
Okay.
Right, where it's uncomfortable for me to keep the muscle.
Okay.
On. Yeah.
Yeah. Because for me back then, like this is why I stopped. Like I lost interest in bodybuilding. Is because there was just like 1 year where, like, there was something mundane about doing like chest flies and doing arms. I used to enjoy it. I used to chase the pump. Like I was all about like gaining strength and chasing the pump, like power builder. I was legit about it. But once like there's just like this 1 year where it was so mundane. I was just like, yo, like what's going on? Like why am I feeling this way? And I realized that like I'm happy with my physique. I don't need to gain anymore. You know, obviously I'm not like crazy jacked or anything. Shut up. Don't say anything. I'm not crazy jacked. All right. But like, I don't need to grow. I like, you know, don't need to like get hella skinny again. Yeah. So that's why I transitioned to just only like functional movements. Yeah. So if you look through like 2018, you're going to see a shift of like, this is why I started doing like kettlebell like variations and cable variations and landmine stuff. Before it was cool. Just saying, you know? So like, it was just like a weird thing. Like, dude, I used to take like breaks from the gym, like 2 to 4 weeks. Yeah. Cause I was just like so confused. I was just like, I don't know, like if I want to continue, but honestly, I'm continuing because of the strength aspect. So I just want to see how far I can take it, like with like how young I am and my capabilities.
That's cool.
Exactly. So
was there an instance that sparked that realization? Were you just in the gym one day looking on the floor and you're like, "Fuck, why am I doing this?"
I think like it's when the gym felt like a chore. Like, it was just like, I'm stretching, like, you know, why am I doing all these bicep curls and shit like that, you know? So I was just like super, not lost. It just felt like a gray area. But once I shifted and then just like did strength and then like actually did accessories that not only like supplemented strength, but that I also thought it was interesting, like multifaceted, then I gained this interest again. But now I have to freaking do bodybuilding again. I skipped like so many times, like, you know, I do like 2 sets
honestly,
of
I think you'll be fine because you're doing a loco. Sorry, you're doing a loco show, and it's, the competition is.
Oh, the bodybuilding show I don't really care for. Like I'm obviously like I'm still training the way I train, and I'm still adding a little thing here. Do we need to take a pause so you can get on a call, or are you good?
No. What the hell? I you know what? This is why I don't like when you send someone the voicemail and they just keep trying.
Oh,
like you know, like you could tell when your dial.
You don't just like text real quick, like, "Hey, busy right now. Can I call you back?"
No, because this is not my phone. It's it's an app I use. It's like a VIOP business line. But like it's like, you know, if someone cuts you off immediately to VM, there's a reason for it. Don't try 50. Anyways.
All right. Well, I also want to like transition into this. Like, do you have any experiences where being fake is more of a positive thing? Right, so we shouldn't look at it as like something negative, right? So for example, I think this is a good thing. It's faking your work schedule or your time slots. Which is a very big thing. You don't want to tell clients like, "Oh, I only have 2 clients. It's like today, like, you know, I'm pretty open." Like you have to, like, it's like a supply and demand.
Scarcity matters.
Exactly. Which again, like, I'm okay with being transparent here.
I wouldn't say it's fake. Here's the deal, right? So I used to think that way, where I'm like,
but you're not also being honest.
No, well, you have to.
I'm super honest though.
Yeah, well, you have to think about here's how I help myself justify that in the beginning, right?
Okay.
You're telling them your open slots, right? But not all your slots are open. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, if let's say you're a new trainer and you only have 1 client, right? And your inclinations to be like, "Oh, I don't want to open. I don't want to say I'm open every single day for all these hours," right? Because it makes it seem like I have no experience and I have no clients, right? But if you just kind of reframe your thoughts as like, okay, what if I block out times? Like, these are my social media hours. These are my whatever. So your schedule starts condensing. So those are your actual client hours, right? Because you know, it's not really, it's all like a half truth. You're not really lying, right?
Not necessarily, but I do like just give like little windows.
Of where you would want a client. I think that
or
would
like
make
sometimes
more sense,
if someone wants to come in for a consultation, it's like, "Oh, can we do this time?" I go, "No, I only have these open," but I only say that because I want to work out. So that's it. You know, I still think it's like a form of like, you know, it's positive fakeness.
Yes.
That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Supply and demand. But obviously, this is the
apps
one thing.
do it for you.
This is the one. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
like
true.
when you go to your barber, shit's staggered.
This is the one thing that does bother me. Going back into like more negative fakeness is where a trainer keeps saying that they know how to do something, or they're like, oh yeah, like I specialize in this, right? Yeah. Like I think there's a blurred line. Like there's things that you can.
No, it's not okay. There's no blurred line because when you start taking people's money for a service that you're not qualified to do, that shit irks me.
I think not in the more extreme aspects, right? Let's say it's just like baseline, like gen pop, strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
You can easily like do some research like that.
Yeah.
But let's say like if clients have asked me like, oh, like they see a trainer doing like pad work, like do you do that? I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I totally tell you, like, yeah, you want to come in and pay? Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, because you know you have integrity.
Yeah, because I don't have that experience.
Yeah, nor do you want to provide a shitty service, right? Yeah.
Yeah, or like, oh, do you train football players? I say like, I don't do anything.
So I might look like one, but
shut up. Shut up. This is what I say. I say,
like, damn, why are you wearing shoulder pads?
I'm not, bro. Someone said that to me before. Like, it sucks.
Remember the guy in Japan? He asked if you were like a wrestler or some shit.
No, we were walking in Shinjuku, and then this guy walked up to me and he goes, "Oh, you look strong."
Yeah.
I'm like, and then I always deny. I'm like, nah, not really. He goes, "Oh, I am arm wrestle. We should arm wrestle." I'm like, nah, man, nah. I just kept walking.
I was dying, bro. This guy was just this like big ass Japanese
he was
dude.
tall,
Just
dude.
Following him, and I was just like, I'm gonna back up.
I was like, what the hell, dude? Yeah. Anyways, this is what I say. I say I'm not sports specific, but I can get anyone into a solid baseline. Yeah. Because I think that's my strength. I feel like you could take whatever my body's capable of doing to any sport, and it would be a very, very strong baseline.
You know what the funny thing is? There's a lot of research in sports studies, right? Sports specific activities.
Yeah.
They don't work. They don't transfer at all.
That's right. So
like, let's say you're training a fighter, right?
But general like,
and you're trying to get him to punch faster, right?
Yeah.
Doing exercises that mimic the punch mechanic doesn't work because it alters the mechanic of the punch. Right. The only thing that works is getting their baseline velocity, getting them stronger. Right?
Yeah. So in general. Yeah. So like apply that.
Yeah. So like people in the actual big leagues, right? Yeah. They know that these sports-specific drills only look good on the gram. They just stick to regular strength and conditioning. And then they have the skills coach do the skills.
All NBA players, like they all do like just free weights and machines. Yeah. As a workout.
You don't have to. You don't see NBA players putting on ankle weights to jump, right? That would be fucking stupid.
Yeah. Tim Grover, which is Michael Jordan's strength and conditioning coach, his 3 key exercises to improve Michael Jordan's jump is lunges, kettlebell swings, and lat pull downs. Yep. Because they all contribute to like just hoisting yourself up. But it's not like
there's an IG hooper. There's an IG hooper who does like windmill. Like he's not in the NBA, but he's known for like getting really high verticals.
Okay.
And then people like, you know, he showed this program. You know how much he squats?
How much he squats?
605.
Oh, snaps. Yeah.
But that's
the thing is though,
that's why he's able to fucking just.
It's the same fast twitch activation.
It is.
Yeah. That's why I box jump.
Yeah.
But I also like.
But then you'll see like these quote unquote athletic trainers go like, oh, you should never squat if you want athleticism. It'll slow you down, right? Like, come on, bro. It's the same fucking like.
Yeah.
So I don't like those grifters where they're shitty trainers and they hide behind the fact that they train pro athletes, right?
Yeah.
And they come up with all these wacky ass shit that doesn't really. I don't see the translation
because it looks pretty for the gram.
It looks pretty, and then they think they're like, you know, but it does, like research has shown it doesn't do any of that shit. Because when you alter the mechanics of the sport, you're not doing anything.
But the thing is, like, you just want to increase like this baseline.
Baseline is good, yeah.
That's why everyone like keeps like you should do jujitsu, you should do Muay Thai, you should become a fireman. I'm like, what the hell, dude? Like,
jujitsu is funny because you always, you know, fucking, you know, the Bradley Martin. Oh, I'm 260.
Huh?
Have you know the Bradley Barton thing? He's known for being like an asshole because he would ask pro fighters like, "Oh, you think I could take you?"
Oh yeah.
Right? And he goes, "Oh, but I'm 260, right?"
So
like there's another guy on TikTok. His name's like Death Row. He's like a ex D1 college like defensive lineman. He's like strong as fuck, right?
Yeah.
But then the argument's like jiu-jitsu skill negates, you know, any of the strength advantages, right? So they're like, if you're good enough at jiu-jitsu, no matter how big your opponent, that's the selling point of jiu-jitsu, right?
Okay.
No matter how big your opponent is, you should be able to submit them or whatever, right?
Okay.
And you see this fool, like he's obviously, he went into the gym, right? Yeah. No experience at all. He's just strong. He reps out like 4 or 5, like 30 pounds, right? He walks in and he's rolling with this like blue belt, which is not the beginner, right? They're a little bit like 1 or 2 year experience, right? But in theory, that blue belt should be able to fold this guy like laundry.
Didn't
right? He just curled him up and he tossed him.
Yeah.
So he was trying to armbar him, and he just held it. There was no way.
Strength,
there was no way. This dude was so fucking strong. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Eddie Hall boxing match?
No, I don't know these people you're talking
about. Eddie Hall is the world's strongest man 3 years ago.
Okay.
Right.
I do know him. Yeah.
So he went to MMA. He did an MMA fight last month. It was 2-on-1. So it was 2 smaller guys versus him, right?
Yeah.
And then they were fighting. I think by the 3rd round, this dude fucking pile drives one of them, knocks him out, and then he just like did a random haymaker, caught the guy on the head, and they knocked him out. Strength. So it's just like it just feels like a video game, you know, where like the fucking guy, like literally the world's strongest man with like no skill, no training.
Yeah,
he's bigger, right? He has no cardio,
but because he has his base
strong
strength,
as fuck.
Yeah.
People don't understand,
strength, guys. Come on,
because like the world's strongest man, they're not like powerlifters, right? Those strong men, they're like freak athletes. They have to be like deceivingly fast as well, right? And then they do all kinds of weird,
but it's all fast twitch though.
They're all fast twitch. Like they would throw kegs over their head that's like 200 pounds. So but they're super strong superhumans pretty much, right? So
okay,
it's crazy.
There we go.
But anyways, I know a lot of people here specifically, they have certifications where they're supposed to be able to work with postnatal women.
Okay.
There's a NASM cert for postnatal women. It's a very because that's one.
I feel like just that title is just like
that's fucked up because it's a medical thing, right? There's so many considerations after a pregnancy.
Yeah.
I'm not shitting on you. I know you had a pregnant client, but you were careful, right?
No. I always say like
get clearance.
From the like doctor, ask your doctor.
Yeah, because there's like
it says it in my contract.
There's like so many conditions that comes along with pregnancy that are life-threatening, right? Dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Like complications after birth, right?
Yeah.
That you really shouldn't be doing a whole lot of regular gym stuff without getting clearance from your doctor.
Until you get green lit,
The only thing I would say is like maybe a women's health physical therapist. They're more qualified to actually get in there quicker, right? To work on stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like just someone with a NASM weekend cert, you like they shouldn't be doing that shit because it's harmful.
Yeah. Or
advertise that you're the guy to go through that.
That's what the one thing I hate is like where you're trying to replace like whatever, like
people years
doctor,
of
physical therapist, whatever. What's the bone one?
Osteo.
Whatever. That one, like when you're trying to replace those, like you're trying to justify that a certification, like
a weekend course that you
is equivalent to years of like structural school.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, like
education and then
exactly
a board. Yeah, it's like there's just so many hours it takes to get that the official like board title for a medical
and then
professional.
Again, there's all these things that you like are capable of doing, like how to like more of like the medical specifics about
like stuff, you have a NASM corrective exercise specialist cert, right? That you got bamboozled out of years ago, I imagine, right? You took the cert and then they're like, oh, you guys could treat whatever, right?
I never got that. I just took the test.
The CES, okay. So but the premise of that CES was that you could correctively, do corrective exercises, right? Technically, right?
Yeah. Technically.
So there are trainers here, one of them that has the CES, right, the NASM, which is a personal trainer cert, by the way.
Yeah.
And he is telling people that he could work on people with post ACL injury, right? Like, I think that's scummy because there's such a high risk of tearing the fucking thing. If you don't know what you're doing, like even with me when I work at ACL, I'm very careful because I don't want to tear the fucking thing.
Exactly.
Right. So there's a lot that goes into it, right? And then just thinking that you could do I don't know how long that test took you, like a couple hours maybe. Did you even study for it?
I did for a week.
Right?
Yeah, but like it's all like word retention. Like you have to memorize.
Yeah, but like, would you feel comfortable doing like someone who had a partial ACL tear. You're like, oh yeah, I have a fucking cert. I could help you out.
I don't say it's cert. I just said I've had previous experiences with people with knee problems that I've helped. Yeah. But then the thing is that, like, I just teach base strength.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, if we're able to move where I can get you, like, my jurisdiction is always soft tissue. Like, I don't go any deeper than that. If there's anything going on, like, it's like, oh, my bone hurts. I'm like, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Or if someone's client, your client came out, oh, my daughter, like, fucking, she tore her ACL. Can you help her with that?
I'd be like, go to the doctor first and see therapy, and then she can see me after.
Yeah, exactly. So that's because, you know, when we got our NASM, that was the first thing, right? It was like, get clearance, get medical clearance. That's in the intake form.
Yeah.
Are you clear to exercise? Right? Yeah. But, like, I don't know. If all people, I get it because people have so much money that's disposable. If you send them to a PT, that's money out of your pocket, right? Technically, right? So I understand it. I just think it's irresponsible. That's why I don't like some of the people here.
They just try to be like, oh, all encompassing, or they just try to lie about.
It's harmful because I don't even care that they're taking, like, I wouldn't have worked with those people anyways because I don't know them, right? But it's just like you're fucking someone over, right? It's serious, you know. It's a health issue.
Yeah, because you're lying to them.
You're lying to them, and they don't know any better. Consumers are dumb, right?
Yeah.
So they don't know any better. They think workouts are workouts, but it really isn't.
Yeah. So don't be a fake ass trainer.
Yeah.
Or
just stay in your scope.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like one of the main criticisms that I get here, right? That they're like,
I don't hear any kind of.
Oh yeah, because I don't
hear shit.
Well, for the audience, right? I do both. Right?
Yeah.
I am a physical therapist and I'm a
trainer.
And I'm a personal trainer, right?
Yeah.
So one of the main criticisms of one of the people here are like, oh, why don't you just stay in your lane? Instead of
this is my thing though, like,
but I've been a trainer first.
No. This is my thing though, is that, like, as a therapist, I feel like it makes sense to conduct physical movement.
Not necessarily.
Really?
Yeah. So like a lot of physical therapists are shit, right? Because they don't know anything about strength.
They just stay on the table or something? That's it?
They do a very minimal exercise, right? Because that's what, and I respect that because that's what they were trained to do.
Oh,
right?
I didn't know.
But there's this other crazy idea that maybe people have training in both.
Yeah.
Right? Because I was a trainer before I went to PT school.
Yeah.
Right? And I came out and then I did a bunch
in my
of
eyes, I don't
stuff.
see that as an issue because, like,
I kind of do, because, like, if I just came out of PT school and I know from firsthand that we didn't learn anything about actually exercise and like working out in PT school, right? So if I just did that, it would be disingenuous of me to just offer personal training services as a therapist. That would be fucked up.
But unless you are a trainer.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
what I'm saying is that, like, I don't see an issue of being both a physical therapist
if you had the qualification.
Yeah,
exactly.
That I don't see an issue because, like, you're more like all right, you see me for step 1. Yeah. I could also help you for step 2. Yeah. That's how I see it.
Yeah, exactly. So
which makes sense because the thing is, like, you teach, like, these movements, and then obviously, like, if something goes awry, which sometimes that happens, you're able to mitigate that
faster, right?
Exactly. So you have that. You have, like, the physical therapist like aspect to do something.
Yeah, and it's a completely different service.
Yeah, it's like, oh, your neck hurts, like.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
I don't really do that.
Yeah. I get asked that sometimes. They're like,
you crack my neck?
I'm like, I don't crack anything.
You've seen people crack their backs out there. It's crazy. This medieval fucking, what's it, the wheelbarrow, is that what it's called? They take their arms, put it behind them, and they put their foot on their back.
Take their arms.
Like, what's that Western move? What's that thing called?
I've never seen someone does that here.
Yeah, the same guy who got yelled at yesterday.
No, I haven't seen that. Yeah. That's wild.
He advertises himself as like a fix-all.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, he calls himself a doctor.
He goes doctor. Yeah. There's a trainer.
You could just pop a femur. You could be like, just pull the foot and just pop a femur.
The guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
His name's Art.
He also smells like shit.
Yeah, he does smell like shit. He got yelled at yesterday. It was funny.
This is the only, like, I guess, bone crack I could do. I could do, like, the whole, like, hey, cross your arms. I'll pick it up.
I see that at a lot of festivals.
Yeah.
Which is, oh, bro, can you crack my upper back? I'm like, no.
You don't want to do the thing
to
people? Just
no, I don't want to risk it.
Really? That's just like a back crack.
On my pec? Hell no.
Oh, never mind. To you.
Yeah, hell, I'm not risking it. No, I'm very body positive for myself.
Okay. Are you though?
I stopped doing manual therapy.
Okay.
Because I was getting like that really bad thing. I was just like, you know what, it's not worth it. Just
now I'm just there.
Golfer, yeah. Because I couldn't even deadlift for a while. That's why I stopped deadlifting for like 4 weeks. Yeah.
Are you just using tools then?
I Theragun them. Yeah, which is not what I like, but
hey, this guy shits on one trainer for Theragun, and this guy's using it also.
It's a handicap. I can't, man.
Just be like, just do it yourself.
Yeah, but
it's good.
All right, we're gonna do one last segment here.
Okay.
So recently we're not gonna drop names. Recently that you've been like blocked on social media.
Yeah, we talked about the last episode.
We talked about it, and then you're not really happy with that because you feel like you haven't done anything to deserve being blocked.
I'm more just confused on like why the hell that occurred. Right?
You're very.
That's why
neutral.
I feel some type of way about it. I'm just like, yo, what the hell, like. Yeah. Because all I do is just exist.
Yeah.
Right?
It's just your existence.
Yeah. Like, it's not like...
You're just mad annoying.
It's not like he heard through the grapevine that I'm talking shit or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's literally because I'm training the way I train, like clients and myself. And then it's most likely because his clients also glaze me while he's around.
Well, everyone here glazes you.
I think this guy... I don't know. But I think it's just because, like, you know... the spotlight's more on me and then not on him because he's someone who's just like but I'm
I don't think it's his personal. I don't think his.
You don't think so?
I don't think he compares his personal achievements to yours in terms of the.
No.
There's no way.
I think this is the one thing that he compares. I think it's training philosophy.
Yeah, no, that's because he advertises himself as this like. Not even a fix-all. He's just like this highly specialized
strength trainer,
which
is like fine.
You can advertise whatever the fuck you want, but
I don't care that like there's other strength trainers in.
I don't even look at them because they're not even like because he sees you as competition. Yeah,
I guess so.
But you don't see him that way because your client pool are different, right? So the people that work with him right now, they would have never found you to begin with.
We live in like one of like the most heavily like populated.
We live in fucking LA, dude. There's like how many people in LA?
X million people.
Like we physically can't take.
Yeah, there's clients everywhere.
There's just money to be made. So it's really dumb to me. Where
that's why I'm just like, all right,
Where people they're hating, right? And I'm like, okay, if I were to give you my entire client list, you wouldn't even be able to handle it, volume wise, right? So why you
volume wise? No,
it's like so why
client
you
wise? One client, I don't know, I can't. Like one of them, I don't think so.
But like like if you were to like give them all your clients, right? They can't even handle it. So why are they acting like you being here? It's a competition.
Some weird fickleness to it. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'd like to know,
but you'll never know.
Yeah,
you'll never know.
But all I could do is just be nice. I'm never a dick to anyone. So
it just makes the environment because like at the end of the day, like I'm not a nice person, but I will be courteous because everyone's here trying to make a living.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So if you start intentionally delaying access to equipment, right, you're just being an asshole for no reason, right? So even though I don't like you, if I see that you need something, I'll offer it. Hey, do you want to work in? Yeah. Because everyone just wants to get in and get the fuck out.
And also, it's just the lay of the land. Like this is not your gym.
Everyone shares it.
It's not my gym.
Yeah, it's not my gym either.
We all pay rent.
Yeah, it's communal. That's how this thing works, right? We all pay into it and we share it.
Exactly.
But it'll be crazy to...
like how some people are kind of possessive with the deadlift jack.
Yeah,
even though I paid for it, me and Charles paid for it.
Like, they're hell on it. They're gonna be very sad. They're gonna be very confused
when it's gone.
When that shit's gone. Well, where'd it go?
Maybe like the Mr. Krabs meme.
You know what's funny though? I was deadlifting, right? I always share the jack because once I'm done with it, I'm usually
I was like that earlier.
Yeah, I was with the same weight because we rest like 5 minutes sometimes on our top.
Seven.
I do 5, so like there's 5 minutes of me with the same weight where I'm not using that jack. I don't care. Go take it. Go fuck yourself with it. I don't care. Go sit on it. Right? So I would always put it out, but then I guess his pride gets in the way. Then he's just manually doing it, and it's kind of weird. I'm just like, why don't you use that shit? Like I'm not using it.
I don't care. I'll even ask
but he does the same thing when he's in the station. He will expect no one to touch it, but I don't care because I know it's your guys' jack, so I'll just take it anyways.
It's for everyone.
Yeah, it's for everyone.
The thing is, you're loading this weight all the time. It's not like you're constantly like moving a weight.
Yeah. Take it. It's a fucking
unless
piece
you're
of equipment.
like you only do a top set, but obviously you do multiple sets with the same weight.
I really don't get it. I really don't get
know.
it.
I don't get this possessiveness. You know, I don't get like you need like to be this #1 title or something like that.
You can. I don't care. Just be just let me make my money and leave.
Yeah, same here.
Fucking we'll go be the fucking.
I'm just doing me.
Yeah.
So why am I blocked?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't care.
I don't know.
I don't care. We don't even advertise ourselves that way, you know. Nor do we post like that.
Technically, I like in some people's eyes, they could see that I post like that.
What? That you're like the goat here, or what?
Yeah, because I'm posting my lifts. In a powerlifting like sense, it's so normal, right?
Yeah.
But anyone else, they're all like, oh, like he's showing like that he just pulled X amount for whatever.
It's just a log.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just watching my
log.
Yeah. And every time I post, it's like it's an achievement. It's like I've never done this, so let me.
It's more of a diary, you know.
Yeah, I used to post informative stuff. Yeah. I just got lazy. Yeah. That's it. I feel like I posted enough.
And the content that people consume nowadays are different. They don't really care
Vlog
for that
style.
shit. Yeah, they want the 10 seconds real.
But I can't. I don't know. What am I gonna talk about?
You can't unless you're a girl. There's just nothing. What can you? What's novel in this space that you can contribute to? Right. That hasn't been done the bajillion.
I don't know. That's not sarcastic. I don't know. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough.
It's like mostly entertainment. Like I'm not looking on Instagram for.
I'll just if I ever do vlog, I'll just like try to convince people like listening to R&B while working out is kind of the move. Yeah. It relaxes me. I don't know.
It does. Whatever, you know.
Yeah, whatever it takes.
I know people listen to fucking death metal here. It's kind of annoying, but.
Or EDM.
I don't listen to EDM when I train.
Really? You don't listen to your 7 lines?
Dude, that's hella mellow. I would not.
Oh, I don't know.
I listen to. What do you listen to? What the fuck?
I listen to R&B.
More like hip hop for me, but.
Yeah, sometimes I'll listen.
I still bump Drake.
Yeah, same
still
here.
bumping Drake.
That's fine. I would say I'm like 80% R&B, 20% hip hop. Yeah. Realistically, during a workout, yeah. R&B. Yeah. Or in this case, I'm on a Taeyong resurgence, so I was listening to Taeyong while I was deadlifting today. Oh my god. That's it.
Hey, it's all good.
Anyways, all right. That was episode 51. Who cares about these tangents? It's super fun. We're just shooting the shit. It's cool. Yeah, it's fine. If you
2 more here.
What?
We have 2 more episodes.
Oh, here.
And then we got a scenery change.
Yeah, spoiler alerts.
We already said that last time.
Yeah, that's true.
You think we'll have a gap?
Who knows? So I think we just have to play it out. Because honestly, you haven't even started moving.
Yeah, I move fast, man. Hey, get me some homies from Home Depot. We good. We good.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't say this in the beginning too. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Tell people about us. You know, we're still going out here. And tell us what to talk about. Because if not, we're gonna do a 4th anime episode.
Oh, that people were like, why didn't you guys go this year? Because we don't want to go to AX.
I don't mind going. This is my two reasons. Number one's the smell. I wouldn't mind going for the content, right?
What content? To film, right? Yeah. But it's not like we're enjoying the expo. So why the fuck, you know? Because I guess people go to buy shit, right? That's a gigantic
Number one's the smell. Number 2 is like, I just didn't have anything to cosplay as. That's the only thing. Unless I wanted to double down Sakuna. No. Which, again, I would have been just as popular this year as I was last year.
True.
Yeah. You weren't kidding about the top 1% in terms of bodies. I'm like, oh.
I know. I could be more accurate total this.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
All right, y'all. Till next Wednesday. Oh, yeah. And happy birthday again.
Yeah.
There you go. Woo!
Woo!